Hey, we're ready for a great day of eating. You got to join us. Come on along and hang out for the day. We got some great recipes for you. We've got some great food for you. So come on along, stick around, hang out, have a cup of coffee, and relax. And learn how I lost over 60 pounds doing this. Good morning. It's 5:30 in the morning. Time to get up and get going. Yeah, this is the week after Easter when I'm filming this. So this is a day of eating and a weekly weight update. So we'll go through, show you my weight and what I ate in a day and how did I do for the week and all that good stuff. So hey, if you're interested in seeing it, hopefully you stick around and watch the video. So down a little over 60 pounds. Let's find out how good Easter was or how bad it was, depending on your point of view. So we ate a lot of food, I know that. So and have been eating all week because we've had tons and tons of leftovers. So that's something that you think you'd find interesting. Stick around. Like I said, this is my keto journey, my keto lifestyle. I plan to eat this way the rest of my life. So hang out, grab a cup of coffee, let's sit down and see how I do. All right, I'll talk to you in the next segment and we'll see what we're gonna prepare for lunch. All right, so it's time for lunch. So here's my supplements. I'm not taking the MSM anymore out of the pill form. Just found it wasn't working for me, so I'm going to go back to the course. So probably you'll see that in some upcoming videos, and I'll show you that. I'm also going to start incorporating the Keto Chow electrolyte tablets. So in keto, if you don't like the drops, you don't like the saltiness or the taste of them or anything else, this is a good alternative. So I'm going to start taking these. Give them a try. This will be the first day, so give them a try. See how it goes. I do like the idea that I can just drink my water the way it is. I don't have to take the saltiness or the taste of it. I don't like, it just, I don't mind the saltiness, but I just prefer not to. So I'm going to take that with my lunch as well. They also have the magnesium tablets. Now I have a bottle of magnesium glycinate that I'm taking. So I'm going to finish that, but when I get done with that, I'm going to do a review on these two. I'm going to take these for a while and then see how we do and compare the two and see which one I like better. But it's pretty cool that Keto Chow is coming out with some other products. This is something they had before, and now they ran out of it, and now they're getting back in stock. This is new. This is a new product, so go over there and check them out. All right, so no sugar, no caffeine, no calories, no artificial ingredients, right? So, so good stuff. So go over there and check it out. And then for lunch, basically what I'm going to do is we actually took some of the tri-tip that we cooked this weekend. If you haven't seen that video, go up here and check out that video. Yeah, that tri-tip came out amazing. So, and then this was what we're going to have. This is the tri-tip. We cut it all into little tiny pieces. We put a little bit of onion in there, some mushrooms in there, and cooked it all up again. And we're gonna make like a beef taco out of it. All right, so and then this is a shell I'm gonna use, just one shell. I'm gonna try to take it easy. Easter this past week I ate a lot. I ate a real lot, so and I continued to eat a lot of leftovers and stuff like that. Not necessarily off plan, but it was a lot, so I know I put on weight this week. So we're just going to get back on plan and go for it. And I know this week we said we were going to try to cut down on some of the dairies and stuff like that, and we did eat some of the keto buku pandan, and which is really, really good, but it has heavy cream in it, and we did eat that because we made a bunch of it and had that probably 4 times this week. So, So I did eat a lot of dairy, and I know this is dairy, right? It's cheese, but I'm not cutting it totally out, but I want to cut it down. So, but this next coming week, I know I'm definitely gonna have to be stricter and really watch it. Also, a lot of stress this week. My brother's in a battle for his life with cancer right now, and he's really struggling. You know, he's not doing well. This has been a really tough week for the family. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but it's really tough. So, you know, I feel for his wife and his kids and his grandkids, and you know, it's just something that shouldn't be happening to people. It's just a terrible disease to watch you go from so strong and so healthy to just trying to survive. So it's tough. It's really tough. So it's been a really stressful week. I know, at least for me, it's been hard to sleep, and it's just been, you know, it's just kind of eating at you. And I know it's probably not the right place to talk about all this stuff, but you know, it's just it kind of takes a toll on you, and it's one of those things that happens in life, and and not much you can do about it. So, you know, just prayers and hope that everything goes well, and you know. All right, I'll come back in the next segment and I'll show you enough of that, and we'll show you what my lunch is going to look like. All right, I'll talk to you in the next segment. All right, so here is lunch. I'm going to start off with the cheese wrap. We're going to do that, and then we've got some meat that we're going to put in it to create our taco. So I'm going to come back. I'll show you in a minute. This is my little setup for making my taco shell, and show you that. I'm going to put my taco shell in there. Put it in for 1 minute. Last time it was too crispy, so 1 minute seems to be a little bit better. So we'll come back when it's done, show you the next. All right, this is my taco shell. I pulled it out a couple seconds early because I thought it was getting a little bit. So we're going to put it there. We're going to let that sit for a minute. And while we're letting that sit and cool, I'm going to heat this up, and we'll come back in the next segment. All right, so here's my shell. Put this meat in here. I didn't bring any cheese with me, just because I was trying to cut down on the cheese. I wanted more meat. That's what's going in here. And I forgot some salsa. I was going to bring salsa, and I forgot that. So that's a little off plan for my day, but still good. That shell holds up really nice. So good. Whoa, can you hear that wind? Wow. Probably can't hear me with the wind blowing. But hey, out after my lunch, get my movement in. You know, hopefully you are too. Get up, get going. 20 minutes, that's all you need. That's a great start. Kind of get that exercise going, you know. Beautiful surroundings. So just kind of enjoy the day. I mean, it's beautiful, a little windy, a little cool, but not too bad. You know, it's better than minus 30 degrees, right? So, and you know, feeling great. Hey! Hey, we're gonna make some dinner. So real quick, like what I got is a couple nice pieces of pink salmon that we're gonna cook. We had actually bought a big package of them, so this is some of the extra ones. So we got a couple that we're gonna cook up. We're actually gonna make it blackened, so they're blackened salmon. So we were at a seafood restaurant last weekend, and we had some blackened sea bass. Thought it was really, really good, so we said, well, we're gonna do that with some salmon. So let me adjust the camera and let me show you what we're gonna do. All right, so here we go. So I got some coconut oil that I'm gonna use. I'm actually gonna coat the salmon with the coconut oil, and that's gonna be the base for our ingredients to stick to. So we're gonna do that at first. So we're just gonna put a little bit of this is melted coconut oil on there. So we're gonna do some of the coconut oil. Now the reason we're using the coconut oil versus butter or something else is the fact that it actually handles better in the air fryer and or in this case we're going to actually broil these. So so it actually handles better in those situations, and it doesn't smoke as much, and at least we hope anyway. Flip these over. These ones actually, the other ones that we had, I don't know what it was, it didn't hold together very well, and these ones seem to be, well, I should say, these are still a little bit frozen, so therefore they're holding together better than the other ones. The other ones were falling apart on us. All right, so we got that on there. So we're going to put a little bit of, we're going to mix a little bit of, this is some smoked paprika. I'm going to put that in here. Actually, I'm going to take the cover off, it'll be easier. So this is 1 teaspoon. I almost said table. Huh? It says 1. And then we're going to use some of Drunken Chef's barbecue. This is the boy, I don't know why, salt, pepper, and garlic with habanero. So if you haven't tried out his seasoning, it's really, really good. So those are the only ingredients in it. We're actually going to pop this open. We're going to use a tablespoon of this as well. We're going to mix that in there. So we want this like a Cajun flavor, so it's blackened, right? So we want it to have a nice little bite to it. Then we're going to use some of this crushed red pepper. And we're going to throw in here just a dash of this. And then we're going to put some of this oregano in here. And that's our blackened seasoning. So that's all we're going to use. So we're going to take some of this, mix it up a little bit. And then we're just going to sprinkle that a little bit around on the fish. Oh. So this should, again, it's trying to get that Cajun, kind of that Cajun flavor on it as well. All right, and we're going to flip these over. So this is parchment paper this is on. So that's good because we can just slide that right into the oven. All right, so this is a bit, I'm going to just try to use this last little bit here. Get every inch of this covered. So that's all it is seasoning. Now we're going to turn the camera around here and we are going to face it. And we're actually going to put this in our little air fryer toaster oven thing. So well, let's swing the camera around so you can see that. All right, so we're going to put this in a little comfy air fryer. We're going to put this in. We're going to turn it on. We're going to set this to broil. Here, it's set for 350 for 10 minutes. And we're going to let it go. We may adjust it for a little bit longer as it goes. But now you can see the fish in there. Hopefully you can see the fish in there really nice. Starting to heat up. It's pretty good. We're pretty happy with it so far. So we like the way the things we've cooked in it so far come out. So we'll come back here in a few minutes and we'll check on the fish. We're making blackened salmon. So what do you think? This is on our Ninja Comfy air fryer. We're putting it on the broil feature. And all right, here's how the fish came out. Just to kind of show you. I think it looks pretty good. Squeeze a little lemon on there. And that's going to be our dinner tonight. So, all right, I'm going to see you at the dining room table. All right, I'm done for the day. So what do you think? That blackened salmon was that was dynamite. So really enjoyed it. So that was a great, easy, quick recipe. Throw it together. My wife's a genius, so she said, "Oh, let's have some of that blackened salmon, and let's do that for dinner." And that was like unbelievable. And then she just kind of said, "Hey, mix these things together, and we'll come close to what they made in the restaurant." It's actually a little spicy. That I think it's that Drunken Chef's rub is a little bit spicy to habanero, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So. Hey, if you like that recipe or you like other recipes like that, make sure you go to the channel and subscribe. All right, that would be cool. So let's go through what we did for the day. Then we'll go through how the week went, and we'll talk a little bit about the Easter weekend and and how I'm doing and all that good stuff. Right. So again, trying to be transparent. Oh boy, and. And just kind of let you know what's going on with me and how am I doing, and this month has so far had its ups and downs, and we'll see where it goes because it's other things going on and a lot of stress. Anyway, so today just a refresher. So I had my coffee with the coconut cream in it and the ghee and the monk fruit extract and the MTC oil and collagen peptides. And then for lunch, I had that meat, the tri-tip, that Parmesan wrap. I really like those things. So onion, a little bit of onion and a little bit of mushroom in it as well. Really good. And then for dinner, we had the pink salmon and broccoli, and we did eat a little bit of blackberries afterwards. So so that's how I ended up my day right there. So I am going to throw up here. So right here, just show you how I did for the day. So my total protein for the day was 136. So I was good on my protein. It was closer to where I wanted it to be. My fat was 83. I'm kind of a little bit surprised about that. And there was a lot of coconut. We put that coconut oil on there, and I didn't put that in here. And then I put some butter on the vegetables as well. I didn't put that in here. So the fat content is probably a lot higher than that, but that was what it was. And then calories was 1,403. Total carbs was 20 out of 20, so that was good. I stayed there. Fiber was 7, and net carbs was 13. So that's how my day went. So kind of let's talk a little bit about how the week went. So first I'm going to show you my weight up here. My weight was 186.8, so I actually went up 2.8 pounds, I think it was. So I went up because of Easter and then this whole week. So no excuses. I had fun on Easter. You'll see some numbers. I did not track on Saturday or Sunday. I didn't say I let loose. We ate mostly what I would call keto foods. There were a lot of meats. Like for Easter dinner, we had the tri-tip, and then we had pork belly with it. And we did eat some lumpia. And I got to say that the lumpia is about 5 total carbs per one, and I ate my fair share of them. So they're good, and I'm going to eat them, especially on a holiday like that. I don't see an issue with it, and I'm not going to say that was it. We did have some snacking going on during the week. We made that buku pandan as well, and we had some of it left over, so we ate that a couple times during the week. And that's only 2 or 3 carbs, but it's got a lot of heavy cream in it and stuff. So, to me, that stuff will fall off me really fast. So I'm not really worried about it. It was also a pretty stressful week. I did mention this morning that my brother's not doing well. He's actually in hospice right now. So it's been a really stressful week with that, and with all that going on, tough to sleep. So just a lot going on personally, and but it is what it is, and life throws you a lot of curveballs, and we'll make it through this, right? So and move on. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how the week went as well. So this is my chart up here. I'll show you up here. So it shows you the uptick in my weight this week. So not the best of week. Next week my wife and I were talking about making sure we're cut the snacking out and get back down to the basic stuff again. We were doing real well with it. The weight dropped down, so a couple weeks before, I dropped down like, I don't know, 2.6 pounds or something. So then I popped up 2.8. So this week. So pretty close to about an even match. So anyway, so this week we'll tighten up the ship a little bit. Hopefully things get squared away and a little more relaxed, and sleep gets better, and some of the stress goes away. We'll see. I'm not so sure about the stress, but anyway, here's how the week went. So I'm going to show you. This was the week up here. We did go out on Friday night because it was a holiday weekend. I had Friday off of work, so we did some stuff around the house. Then we went out for dinner. We went down to a seafood place, and that's what gave us the idea about the blackened salmon tonight that we had. And we had blackened sea bass. I had blackened sea bass. She had something else, another fish, salmon, and both of them were grilled. But she really liked the blackened salmon, and the blackened sea bass I had. So she said, "Oh, the salmon would be really good like this. I should have got the salmon that way." So we decided that we were going to do that tonight, based off of that. But we did have, and you see we were over. We did have calamari, so that drove us over. Saturday, what's on here? I started tracking, and then I gave up because there was a lot going on Saturday and Sunday with Easter and everything else, and all the cooking and all the moving around and a bunch of stuff. So I said, I'm going to take the weekend off, not track. I'm just going to relax and just kind of take it easy. And you need those times. You need some time to just decompress a little bit, right? So, and then Monday was a good day. It was only about 18 carbs, and Tuesday was like 17 carbs. Yesterday was a really low carb day, and then today we were at 20 carbs total today. So that's how the week went. Now again, if you want to look at it from net carbs and look over here at net carbs, and you'll see that if I was tracking 20 net carbs, I would have been under every day. I don't know about Easter, but every day I would have been under. Even with the calamari and everything else on Friday, because some of the other foods, when you count the total carbs versus the net carbs, put you over. With net carbs, you would have been under. So it would have been a good week if I tracked net carbs. But I'm tracking. Yeah, I find it works so much better for me when I'm doing total carbs. And if you're stalled or if you're having issues, and think about it and track total carbs, I think you're going to find out it works so much better. And I know for me it does. It really helps keep me good. Keeps me eating good, wholesome foods too, rather than a lot of the keto snacks and stuff like that. Now I still can have them every now and then, so I can still appreciate them, but it doesn't. It keeps me from having them every day and eating them all the time and all that good stuff. But hey, if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel down there. It's free. You know, and I really, really appreciate it, and it shows your appreciation. You're appreciating the content of the channel. And if you'd like to support the channel, and you'd like to see other great content, you know, make sure you're going down there, hitting that bell icon, and think about the membership to support the channel. It really does help the channel. There's a lot that goes into it, paying for software, you know, video equipment, food for cooking demonstrations. I love doing cooking, and part of it that I kind of I do what we can, but I don't go over crazy about it just because it's a lot of extra money. If it's something that we normally eat, then it's great. But anyway, there's great other content coming up too. I really, really appreciate you guys. You guys hold me accountable. You keep me square. You know, you make me feel good about myself, and I really, truly, truly appreciate every one of you. You guys are awesome. You know, you you really help lift my spirits and keep me going and driving forward, and you know, keeping on my keto way and my keto lifestyle, and keeping me exercising, and keeping me going. So I do need to do a better job exercising. So one of the things that I'm gonna try to work harder on, especially as nicer weather gets up here, is try to get out. I was gonna say, and so let's speaking of that, maybe you know, I had said before that we were gonna do this, and I didn't do this. I'm gonna pull my Fitbit up, and I'm gonna well, this only goes back the last 4 days, because it starts on Monday and it's only Thursday today. But maybe I'll do the whole screen so you can see it. So you can see on here on Friday I did a little over 14,000 steps. Now on the weekend, I kind of take it easy on the weekends. I only did a little over 5,000 on Saturday, a little over 4,000 on Sunday. So we took it easy. You know, like I said, a lot of cooking and a lot of different stuff around the house. And then on Monday I did a little over about 13,400. On Tuesday I did a little over 13,000 steps. On Wednesday I did a little over 1,200 steps. And today, right now, where we're at 11,978 steps. So I will go over that 12,000 steps today, because I'm sure just walking from here upstairs and back downstairs once or twice will put me over that 12,000 mark, and that's what I try to do that. So again, if you'd like to be part of the steps and part of a step challenge and all that good stuff, go over there and check out that Stride Kick. It's a great app. You know, that's what it looks like. I'll show you right here. So your pal Misty is having a step challenge this month, so I'm participating in it. So I would love to get some friends, and we could create a couple of our own challenges. And those are all the folks that are in it right now with the steps. And it's a great way you can message each other as well, and chat, and kind of help each other, encourage each other to keep moving and keep going. And it's not, the purpose is not to win or lose or anything else. It's to help each other keep moving and keep going and getting better, and doing that, as semi-retired Bob would say, to get that 1% better every day, right? So that's what it's about. So if you think you can help with that, go down to that Stride Kick app and download it to your cell phone. It does connect to the Fitbit watches. The Fitbit no longer does challenges. They've deleted them off their phones since Google bought them out. So that's gone. So you got to use Stride Kick to do it. So go over there and check it out. Truly appreciate it. So hey, enough of me rambling, enough of me talking. If you enjoyed the content, again, you know, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, think about joining the membership. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you like this content, make sure you watch this content over here, or click on this Alan's Awesome logo over here, because you guys are awesome.